Aloha world! Good morning! I hope this video basa pa ko buhok. I hope this video finds you in good spirits and that everyone is well, happy and healthy, and I'm reaching out to those who are sick today, sending out healing energy and loving prayers that you may recover soon. Please don't forget to stay out from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock if you can every day, and soak in the sun. Don't go out in the sun when it's near noon because it's harmful. It's at its peak. Strongest UV radiation is at around noon and 1. 8 to 9 is recommended, and then sun gaze by sunset for a few minutes, at least 15 minutes. It helps out with cleaning the body and strengthening your bones. The sun is a healer and our body needs it. Everyone, all living things need it. Anyhow, I hope everyone continues to eat healthy. It is Friday! I'm so happy because I thought it was Thursday on Tuesday, so I was 2 days off. My boss started laughing. He's like, "Are you flustered, Richie?" I'm like, "No, are you?" He starts laughing. He's like, "I have never seen you forget before. I don't remember." Like, yeah, whatever. Ay. Okay, well, Lord, please keep us safe on our drive to work. And here we go. My first month in the United States was when I asked Dad to teach me how to drive. I got a job my first few weeks. I think it may have been my third week in the United States, and I found a job. I have a vlog about it. And Dad just used to drop me off and pick me up, but it became troublesome because he worked far, and I live farther from him, so I asked him to teach me how to drive, and of course he's super smart. He goes, "Why?" I said, "Well, because eventually I'm gonna go back to school and work at the same time, and I want to be successful someday. Whatever success may be, I want to get there and be independent and be on my own. So I need to learn how to drive because the buses may not always take you to where you can get there, to your destination. Sometimes you may have to take 3 or 4 buses to get to work, and it's not always good." Ingon siya, "Very good answer. Okay, so we start tomorrow." So what he did was he hired a driving instructor from a driving school. He was an older man, and he brought he's like, "Okay, we start tomorrow." So I think he paid him $50 an hour or $150. I can't even remember. So he was an older man, retired I think, and he was doing it part-time. So he had this car that is made for teaching how to drive. It is a regular car, it's automatic, but on the passenger side he has his own controls where if something is wrong, he can do the emergency brake on his side, or if I made a wrong turn and it is safe to do so, he can correct it on his side. So he has his own steering wheel and everything. So times that world kay na ay kusuga yung padagan ba. So the man comes, daddy was at work, picked me up and explained to me, you know, what this is for, and adjust my seats and mirrors. Those are the first things you need to do. And really same thing when you're flying an airplane, you have to check the fuel, you have to check, you know, everything, compasses, all of the navigation stuff are working properly before you actually turn it on. So same thing, car, check mirror, check steering wheel, make sure there's fuel, make sure it gets you to your destination and you have enough. Temperatures, everything, tires. So we went. First day was wonderful. I was a little stressed out because, you know, he starts panicking sometimes. It could be because of the way I was driving, I don't know, or maybe it's just because his age, you know. Anyhow, first day was fine. Dad was like, how was it? Good. I think, you know, I know how to turn on the car and hit the gas pedal. He's like, good. So second day comes, third day comes, and I'm like, okay, so I basically know how to turn it on, how to back out, how to park, how to, you know, do different kind of turns, the U-turn, the three-way turn, three-point turn, you know, everything. And then he goes, okay, so you're ready to go on the freeway. So freeway here is like a major highway with probably 4 lanes on the other direction and maybe 5 or 4 very wide lanes on the other direction. So it's major highway. So we did that and I did good. I did good. We exited and then he goes, okay, very good. And then he took me to the side streets by a church, and you know, I have to watch the speed limit because it's different. And on the freeway you're basically flying, you go fast, and then on the side streets you can only go up to 25 miles per hour and even slower when there are children crossing the street or children around, even just standing near schools. You have to slow down. You'll get a ticket if you don't. So I was slowing down. There was a huge bird on the street, so I slowed down even more because I don't want to hit the bird. He yelled at me. He goes, you do not stop when there's a bird. Just keep going. It's dangerous. I'm like, I don't want to kill the bird. You know, me and my mouth, I was really young. And he's like, no, you keep going. I don't teach you that you need to slow down when there's an animal. You keep going. So naglagot ko, pero tiguang man siya, wa na lang nako tubaga. Ako siyang gi-explain, but you know, he won't even listen. So I'm like, doesn't make sense, you know, arguing with him or even exchanging ideas with him because, you know, he just says I'm wrong. So I'm like, well, I don't want to kill the bird, and it's okay if I'm late. You know, if my driving gets delayed, I don't want to kill an animal or anything. Suko kayo siya. Siga gid yang mata suko. I told Dad, yeah, it went well. I was on the freeway. So pagbalik sa driver instructor the next day, I can't talk this morning. Came to the house, knocking at the door. I opened the door and He says, "Are you ready?" I'm like, "For what?" Yeah. For the lesson. I'm like, "Oh no, you're fired." I told him. That was the first time I had to fire someone in my life. He's like, "I don't work for you." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're fired." He's like, "Where's your dad?" I'm like, he doesn't know I'm firing you, but I'm not going with you, so there you go. You're fired because you don't have a heart for animals. Pag abot ni dad, siya, "How was driving today? You have 2 more days." Ingon ko, "I'm fine. You know, I fired him. I didn't go today." Ingon siya, "You fired him? Do you know how hard it is to find someone to teach?" To teach you, you know, the laws, California laws, it's different per state and da da da. And I'm like, "Well, I fired him because, you know, he told me not to stop for a bird, blah blah blah." And daddy was like, "Okay, well, if it's for the animals, I guess you're right." So I'm like, "Thank you. Well, can you teach me this weekend?" So dad was actually the one who taught me how to drive, and he bought me as a present my first car, which was a Toyota Camry. It was nice. It lasted for a while. Very good car. Toyotas have the best engines, best mechanical features. It's not very expensive, and they last forever. Toyota, as long as you maintain it well, Toyota lasts forever. You can get at least 200,000 miles on a small Toyota. It's a very good car. Anyhow, that's how I learned. The hardest thing I had to learn was to parallel park, and I did it. I did it. You have to do that in order to pass. So I had to learn how to parallel park. And then after that, I was on my own. I went to school. Most of my previous employers paid for my school because maingon sila nga, "Anong wa ka ni Tiwas? I'm working." It's like, "What if we pay for your school and you work at the same time?" Like, okay. I told them I love school. It's just I have to work. I'm helping my parents out. And sila, "Yeah, don't worry about that. You come to work, you know, whenever. Make school your priority, and then, you know, you come help us out. But all we ask is that when you graduate, you stay with us for a few years. You know, that's the most we can do. We want to promote you. You can't be stuck in customer service, and you need to make more to get a house." That's what the president of the company said, Mr. Ishida. So I said, okay. So I was in customer service for a few months, and then after that, our Greek salesperson, what's his name? I can't remember. He's the cousin of Mr. Petropoulos. Went back to Greece and retired, so he quit, and they asked me to take over his position. Not the title yet, so I was from customer service for a few months, and then inside sales representative for a few months, until I was ready to take on the sales management team. So it was nice, and it helped a lot because of that company. There were 2 Filipino engineers. You know, they came here when they were in college and stayed. So they spoke Tagalog, and, you know, they would bring me Filipino food, and, you know, they were good friends. They were older, so I looked up to them. It's nice. A lot of people helped me here, and I'm forever grateful. So you guys, if you ever meet someone who cares, because you don't find a lot of those people, even not for money, you know, just the thought, prayers, and you know, little act here and there. Treasure those people because they are gifts from high above. Anyhow, sus katabian, nakainom ang gugug kapi. Abot na noon ko. Ay, ay, ay. Tugnaw kayo eh. Sakit akong liog. I'm here. Yes. Everybody's early today. Punch in ako code word. Anyhow, I am looking for lyrics of a song. The song I used to sing when I was maybe second grade. I was looking for it earlier. I cannot find it. So the first person to comment the lyrics of this song wins 500 pesos. So the song goes this way. I don't even know the title, but it goes this way. Kahit musmos ay may munting pangarap sa mundong ito, aking hinahangad ang kaligayahan, puno ng tagumpay. Maunay akong nahakuan. Maunay akong nahinumduman. But I used to sing that one when I was younger. You know, when I'm dreaming and like dreaming about having a good job, having a house, dreaming about supporting the family forever, you know, where they don't have to work. And I can't find the song. I looked on YouTube and they are different. They're newer versions, or they have different lyrics. So this one I can't find. So good luck, world, and we look forward to the Lugaw Cook-Off Challenge. We already have a few entries, so your video is due Sunday. So there should be about a dozen of you, so good luck everyone. There will only be one winner, and that is for 5,000 pesos. I will see you in my next video, and aloha, God bless, bye bye.